And just like that, Xabi Alonso is no longer Real Madrid's manager. It's crazy. I don't know how to feel. Just in the space of 10 minutes, it was all everything had changed. Like we went from Xabi Alonso not being manager to then Arbeloa becoming the manager. I don't know what to think, to be honest. I don't know if this is a good thing, if it's a bad thing. I'm sad to see Xabi Alonso go. I think Xabi Alonso is a good manager, is a good coach. Was he doing unbelievable at Real Madrid? No. But I don't think that was all his fault. He had a complicated task at hand. Okay, it's Real Madrid at the end of the day. And I think what took him over the edge is that he wasn't really respected by the players. And look, I don't want to go and say that our players, their egos are too big. Like everyone says, oh, Real Madrid, the players' egos are too big. But I feel like maybe Mbappe not doing the guard of honor for Barcelona tipped him over the edge. And I understand Mbappe's reasons. We had Kubarsi, swearing at the fans and all of that. Great. It's a massive rivalry. We've lost against Barcelona and we lost to them again in the final. It's frustrating. But I think what Xabi Alonso stands for as a man and as a manager is respect. When you lose, but you lose with your head held high and you accept it and you move on in defeat and you win with respect. I think that's what his morals are and where he stands. And I think that took him over the edge. I think that moment was like, I can't take control of these players. These players don't want to listen to me. He's never going to succeed. He's better leaving now before he jeopardizes his career, because his run at Madrid wasn't that bad. Like it wasn't like he lost everything. Like we were second and we were first at some points, and the Champions League we had a better run than last season. Let's put it that way. But I think he's smart in leaving. Honestly, I like Xabi Alonso. I'm a bit upset that it didn't work out, but he's smart to leave. And now with Arbeloa, look, everyone's like, what are we doing? Arbeloa, his experience on coaching is obviously the Real Madrid Academy, which he has done well. He actually won the treble with the Real Madrid Academy, winning the league, the Copa del Rey, and the Champions League in one season. Obviously, all youth trophies. However, it's still huge, right? He's also been doing well with Castilla. And look, everyone's going to look at this and be like, what? What the hell? But remember that Zidane, he was a Castilla manager. And I actually got the chance to meet him at this time. I was in Valdebebas. I was at the Madrid training grounds, and he was walking out, and he was looking angry. And funnily enough, he came past, and my friends, they asked him for a photo, and then he was like, "Oh, do you want one too?" And because he was looking so angry and so miserable because he was doing so bad with Castilla, I actually said no. I got scared, guys. I got scared. I'll be honest. But yeah, he was at Castilla and he wasn't doing well. And then all of a sudden, he was appointed as Real Madrid's manager. So imagine, the uproar at that moment when it's like, why have we taken Zidane, who's done nothing, and made him our first team manager? But of course, you look at Zidane as a player, and you look at Arbeloa, and obviously, don't get me wrong, Arbeloa, he's won Champions Leagues and stuff, but Zidane is Zidane. So you kind of have that, oh, well, Zidane is kind of like got that flair. Arbeloa, everyone remembers him they would call him a cone, like a cono, a cone. So it's not ideal, but I do think that we don't have high expectations. So realistically, this could go really well. It could go awfully. Like he could be gone in the next 2 months. But I don't know. There must have been talks. They must have said, "Look, we need you in," and he could have said no, and he didn't. I do think as well. Look, it is kind of an insult on Raul. I don't know if anyone knows, but Raul left the academy. He was a coach there because he did want to get a chance at the Real Madrid first team job. But look, it's fine. He didn't get it. We've got Arbeloa. He's been doing well. I do believe that there's a possibility that we could do well. They might listen to him. You know what I mean? I would say it's because he's an ex-player, but so was Xabi Alonso. So I don't really know what's going to be said in the changing room. I don't know. But I do know one thing. When Zidane came in as manager, failing at Castilla, he went and did something that no manager's done, and that is win 3 Champions Leagues in 3 years back to back. So, are my expectations high for Arbeloa? No. Do I think we might be cooked? Absolutely. I don't like this chaos. Excuse me. I don't like this chaos, this drama with Real Madrid. I think this is what people love to see. They want to see Real Madrid fail because we're such a huge club. But look, I'm going to trust in my club. I'm going to trust in Arbeloa. Xabi Alonso, appreciate everything you've done. I'm sorry that it didn't work out. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to just blame you. I don't think you're a bad manager. I'm going to blame everyone. I think everyone's responsible for this. And it wasn't the right time. It wasn't the right time for you. And I wish you all the best in the future. I think Xabi Alonso will do great. I hope he doesn't join a team and then comes and beats Real Madrid. That would be really annoying. But you know what? Arbeloa, I'm going to give you a chance. I do think now Arbeloa, he's got nothing to lose and all to gain. We already are in a situation where we feel like we're in the mud. And I think Arbeloa can come and change something. We'll see. Our next test is against Levante, which is going to be a tough game, as every game is. But I think Arbeloa might bring something different, and I hope he can. Am I worried? Yeah, there's a part of me that is very worried, but I'm going to remain positive, guys, and I think all of you should too. So, on that, I'm going to be upset losing Xavi, but we close that chapter and we get on to the next one with Arbeloa. We are Real Madrid. Remember that. A la Madrid. Ya tú sabes. Guys, make sure to hit that like and subscribe because we're taking this journey and we're all going together. A la Madrid. Shout out to all my Madrid fans and to all you haters. The treble is still on. The treble is still on. And I do believe this is the treble. A la Madrid.